Hello everyone and welcome to a new series on my channel. Here we'll be doing a Let's Play walkthrough of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I am absolutely hyped to play this game. I played Pokemon Diamond a lot when I was younger, so I really can't wait to see how well they've done in these remakes, and I really hope you guys enjoy it too. In these videos I'm going to be aiming not only to do like a let's play, I'm going to try and do it more like a walkthrough too. So I'll try and see if I can find and catch every Pokemon available in every area and give you the information you need, and also try and find all the items which could really help you guys. If you're interested, please like the video and keep giving this series a watch. So let's get straight on into our journey. So yeah, my name is Harrison. I can see there's a little Munchlax there. I'm quite hoping that Munchlax is easier to catch in this game than it was in the original Diamond. I remember it was a bit of a nightmare when I was a kid, slathering honey on trees for a 1% chance of finding a Munchlax, which is just soul destroying. My rival here, when I was younger, I always used to call him Aiden. It's just a personal friend of mine, so I always gave it that name, and as we're now replaying through this, I figured I'll keep the same name for nostalgia's sake. Right, go on and leap into the world of Pokemon, and away we go. Super excited to see what the new graphics style look like. Despite the exploration team's best efforts, the rare, oddly coloured Pokemon eluded detection. The rumoured Red Gyarados failed to appear, even fleetingly, for the crestfallen team. Brought to you by Jubilife TV on Nationwide Net. See you next week, same time, same channel. It's interesting the art style they look like they've gone for here. It looks more like the original games. They've gone for more of a nostalgia touch. I'm slightly surprised they didn't go for the same sort of art style as Sword and Shield, but I suppose this was developed by a different game studio, so it would be slightly different. Right, let's have a little explore around our area then. What have we got? Of course, they've got the Nintendo Switch on the floor. Throwback to the old games where there used to be a DS or a Game Boy on the floor next to the TV. The computer in this game doesn't work. I remember in the old games the computer used to find items in there. A quick fiddle with my settings. The text seems a little bit slow. I'm debating also turning off autosaves, as I'm not a huge fan of the game saving all the time, because particularly with like legendaries and things like that, I like to save beforehand to make sure I get the capture. For now I'll leave it on. We're only at the start of the journey. Downstairs we go, and we see what appears to be our mum. Harrison, Aiden came calling a while ago. I don't know what it was about, but it seems to be an emergency. Well, we'd better go check that out. Apparently he's very impatient, and we definitely shouldn't go in the tall grass, which I think everybody knows, but let's go and find where he's gone. I do like the graphics on this actually. It's very old school, very quaint. For now, let's just check out the town and see if there's anything more we can do here. I don't think there is. I think we just need to find which one's Aiden's house, which I imagine is the other one with a post box. This one on the left. I think the others are just generic. If I remember rightly, nothing happens in the other ones. Thud! What was that about? Oh hey Harrison, I'm going to the lake. You should come too. Okay Harrison, I'm finding you 1 million Pokédollars if you're late. Oh geez, forgot something. Oh, I guess I'm just going to leave without you. Psych. Let's see what he's up to. He's not here, so I guess he must be upstairs. Let's just double check with her. Yeah. Aiden's mum with her pinny on. My bag and guidebook. No sign of me having a guidebook yet. I'll be waiting at the lake. I'll find you 10 million Pokédollars if you're late. Well, seeing as we don't have 10 million Pokédollars yet, he'll struggle. I hope we do start with 10 million though. That'll be a lot of Pokeballs right from the beginning. And off to the lake we go. Hey, you saw that news report that was on TV, right? You know, the search of Red Gyarados, the mysterious appearance of the Furious Lake Pokemon? I'll bet our local lake has a Pokemon like that too. I'm not going to go through everything he says, but general summary will do. Verity Lakefront. It's quite funny that we can only walk around at the minute. I wonder if this is our top speed throughout the whole game. If I remember rightly, this was the game that brought in running, whereas all the prior games before that had cycling. Professor, there isn't anything out of the ordinary on the other side either. I may have been mistaken. Something appears to be different than it was last time. Fine, it's enough that we've seen of the lake. Dawn, we're leaving. Professor, how are you enjoying being back in Sinnoh after being away for 4 years? It must be exciting. There are many rare kinds of Pokemon in Sinnoh. This region should serve us well. Excuse me, let us pass, please. I beg your pardon, we'll be on our way. No sign of a thank you. What was that about? Those two. Huh? Harrison, let's check this out. What's that? Don't go into the tall grass. No problem, no problem. We won't be in there long enough for Pokemon to come out. It's a briefcase. It must belong to those people. I heard them say Professor. What? Pokemon? What's going on? So here is the moment where we all get our first starter. So we have a choice of 3. The first one is the tiny leaf Pokemon Turtwig. Second is the chimp Pokemon Chimchar. And third up is the penguin Pokemon Piplup. The one I'm going to be picking is Chimchar. If I remember rightly from the first games, fire types are quite difficult to come by, particularly at the beginning. So it'd be good to have one on my team as soon as possible. I remember that Chimchar was kind of like easy mode in the original games because the only other choice you had, I think, was a Ponyta. Either way, Chimchar, it was the one I chose when I was a kid. I'll be choosing it again. It's quite strong, it's quite fast, and yeah, and has good typing with fire and fighting as well. It's quite unique in that way. So as with the start of any Pokemon game, just keep using your damage doing move at the beginning and eventually you'll take it down. In this case we're in a scratch right now. I believe the next level we learn Ember, which will be our first proper move, our first fire type move. Though it's interesting that Ember isn't actually a very good move for Chimchar and its following evolutions, as it tends to have more attack than it does special attack. So we'll have to try and get something like Fire Fang at some point. Dawn. I'll take this briefcase now. What was that about? I don't know what's going on, Harrison. Let's get out of here. My Pokemon got hurt by battle. If we get attacked again, we might be in trouble. You go ahead. I know we have to go and return these Pokemon, but I want to spend a bit more time with this little guy. So let's take a look at our Chimchar we've got right here. So it has a lonely nature, which isn't the worst thing in the world. So it has boosted attack and reduced defense. That's pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with that. Normally I'd like either a speed boosting nature or something like Adamant, which boosts attack at the penalty of special attack. Actually having a bit more special attack with the move Ember at the beginning might help us out, so Lonely's not the worst in the world. Hey, it's those people. Is that old guy staring at us? I heard from Dawn that you used our Pokemon. Let me see, please. Chimchar and Piplup. I see. That's how it is. Dawn, I'm going back to my lab. Okay, Professor. Please wait for me. I think you should visit our lab. See you. What was all that craziness about? I mean, if he was angry, he could have just told us. And he didn't want his Pokemon back? Harrison, we should go home too. Long cutscene. What's up, dear? Wow, I can't believe that happened to you. Am I ever glad that both you and Aiden were unharmed. The professor you mentioned is in Sandgem Town. Harrison, I think you need to visit him. You may need to properly explain why he had no choice but to use his Pokemon. Don't worry, I'm sure he'll understand. Aha, and here she gives us the running shoes. That's good, so we'll be travelling a bit quicker now. With those running shoes, you can get to faraway places much faster. Isn't that just nifty? There we go, we're going to be flying around now. So I believe if I just tap the stick, I'll walk. And if I hold the stick, I'll sprint. Seeing if we've got any Pokeballs, as I wondered if we might have given some and I might have skipped over it by accident. But it doesn't look like we have yet. So it looks like we won't be able to catch until we proceed. So this is route 201, the first route that you'll experience on your journey. There's 2 Pokemon you can find here. This is the first one, which is a Bidoof. Bidoof is very average as a Pokemon. I imagine it's particularly bad in this game. It's got pretty decent defensive stats, particularly once evolved, but everything else is pretty rubbish. Its sole purpose in the old gen version of the games was basically as a HM slave. So you would give it moves such as Strength, Rock Smash, I think it might have even been able to learn Surf, and you'd just carry it around for utility basically. In these versions of the games, you don't actually need to teach HMs to your Pokemon anymore. Instead, you can do it all through the Pokétch, which you'll get later on. So Bidoof and its evolutions don't really serve any purpose at the moment. So before you leave this route, whilst you're on your way out, if you just run quickly down here, around this little winding path. Ooh, these running shoes are a bit difficult to control. Yeah, if you press A just here, you'll find there's an invisible potion. So this little bit of route isn't there for no reason at all, it is housing an item. So that way you get 1 extra potion for your journey, whether you need to sell it or you can use it later on. It's always useful to have extra items. If I remember rightly, there's actually more potions available on this route. Just quickly double check. I believe it's just down here as you continue to proceed. Oh, struggling a little bit with the small stick and the fast movement. I'm sure I'll get used to it. So yeah, if you speak to this lady here... Oh, battle first. There we go. So this is the second Pokemon available on this route, which is the same Pokemon that we fought by Verity Lakefront, which is a Starly, which is quite a useful Pokemon. It's a normal and flying type with good speed and decent attack once it evolves into its final evolution. So it's not the worst choice for a flying type if you want to have a flying type on your team. In this case, as I currently can't catch anything, I will be just defeating it, but I'm sure we'll be back later just to add one. I will be trying to catch everything available in this game to try and complete the Pokédex. So I will be showing you me capturing everything available in every route, if I can do so. There we go, Chimchar up to level 6, that's pretty good. You can see, as I said earlier, attack and speed are his 2 best stats, which makes Ember a little bit useless, but it'll do for now. It's good to have a fine type move early. So yeah, if you speak to this woman here, you'll see that she'll explain how HP or hit points work, and then from that she'll give you a set of potions. I believe it's either 5 or 10, I'm not sure how many it is in this game. If a Pokemon's HP gets low, you should heal it with a potion. Here, let me give you some potions as a sample. They will automatically go into your bag's medicine pocket. You obtained potions. So it doesn't detail how many potions she's given us. So let's have a quick look. I wonder how generous they've been. 10 potions, very useful. That'll definitely come in handy. Depends how much damage we take early and how available the Pokemon centers are. I'm actually not going to proceed straight away here. I'm actually going to come back and do a quick bit of leveling before we move on to the next town, because I can't remember if there's a rival battle or not, but if possible I'd like to be above level 7. So I'll quickly do that now and then we'll proceed. I'll be back in 2 ticks. So I've got my Chimchar up to almost level 7 now. I've just recalled that I don't believe there is a rival battle. Not quite yet anyway, so actually I'm just going to proceed straight away rather than power level early on. Thud. Oh, what the... Oh, it's you, Harrison. That old guy, he's not scary at all. I'm out of here. See you. Wow, what was that? Anyway, let's go inside. And here he is, the scary old man himself, Professor Rowan. Finally you've come, Harrison, was it? I see. Alrighty then, I'll give you that Chimchar as a gift. Would you like to give it a nickname? I'm not going to be giving my team nickname at this point, but yeah, so we'll just proceed. From what I can see, there's a growing bond between you and your Pokemon. That's why I thought I could entrust you with this Chimchar. Let's move on to the main topic. My name is Rowan and I study Pokemon. To do so, I have to use the Pokedex. I will entrust you with a Pokedex. Will you use it to record data of all the Sinnoh Pokemon for me? And there we go, I've got my Pokedex and we're ready to go. Hopefully we'll get some Pokeballs here too. I assume we will, so we can start building up our team pretty early on. This is normally the point where we'd get them. So Dawn will have the Pokemon which you are strong to, in the same way that your rival will have the Pokemon that you're weak to. So in my case, my trainer Aiden will have a Piplup, and Dawn will have a Turtwig. So all three starters will be seen pretty regularly throughout the storyline. I didn't see a hint that I was given Pokeballs, but maybe I have been. First, let's just quickly do the tour with Dawn. The building with the red roof is the Pokemon Center. It heals Pokemon that hurt in battle. This building with the blue roof over here is the Pokemart. It's where you can buy and sell items and medicine. As you're a low-level trainer, you won't be able to buy many types of merchandise. Oh, that's right. Don't you need to help Professor Rowan with the Pokedex? Is she going to give me anything useful? I was half hoping for Pokeballs. It's interesting here that they've stuck with the same mantra as the original games of having the split Pokemart and Pokemon Center. As in the most recent games in the series, they've actually had the Pokemart within the Pokemon Centers. It's just nice that they've actually stuck with the kind of original styles, I think. Thank you for waiting. We hope to see you again. Right, let's see if there's anything in here and just quickly check out this town before we move on. Nothing here as far as I can see. And it doesn't look like we're able to go for any battles or trades quite yet. I think we'll have to wait till we've got a gym badge or two. Let's check out the Pokemart. We weren't given any Pokeballs, but perhaps we could buy them. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so we can buy some. That's not the end of the world. How many should we buy? Oh, no, not 9. If I remember rightly, if you have to buy in chunks of 10 in order to get a Premier Ball. Oh, there we go. Although that detailed 1 Premier Ball, so maybe if we get 20 it will give us the 2 rather than just 1. Yeah, it did, so there we go. You don't have to buy them in 10s, that was my mistake. But for every 10 you buy you will get a free Premier Ball, which is handy. Let's just check around here, see if there's anyone here giving out items, etc. I don't believe there is. So we can just quickly run and check out the rest of the town. Most of these people here, I believe, are just chatty. They don't really do a huge amount. If you come in here, this girl seems to have heard of me, so good word spreads fast, I guess. I find it quite funny that they, if I run up here, there's nothing up here. For some reason the devs bothered putting it in the game for no reason whatsoever. I don't understand the point of that, but it's also interesting that the owners just let someone random run in their house and run straight upstairs and into their bedroom. Very strange. There's 2 people in here. I don't believe anyone here really gives you anything important other than Professor Rowan with the Pokedex. These are all just general chats. So you can skip all of these buildings if you like. One place I would recommend going actually is just down this beachfront here. You won't be able to travel down Route 219 without surf, but if you come down here, there is an antidote just tucked away on the corner of the beach. There is a Pokemon a little bit later on that has the ability of Poison Point, which can be quite inconvenient. So I'd recommend picking up the antidote so you can use that later on if you need to. Right, so let's move on to the last little bit of this episode. We've checked out everything in Sandgem Town, I think. we've got the Pokédex, so now we can quickly run home and go back and visit our mum. After a few battles though, I guess. So if we wanted to, we could catch this Starly, but I'm actually going to wait until the later routes, because I think in the later routes you catch them level 4, so that'll be a bit more beneficial than catching it immediately right now at level 2. Also, we're pretty close to level 7, so if I defeat this now, which it looks like we will in 2 hits, we'll get up to level 7, which will definitely make things easier for us. And there we are. Pretty decent stat gain, particularly in defense, considering our nature reduces our defense, I believe. Quick jog down here. I'm actually going to run through the grass just to get a few more battles in, keep that XP going. Let's just keep using Ember. To be fair, for a level 7 against a level 2, you can see how Ember doesn't really do as much damage as you would expect. You'd probably hope for a little bit more. Not this is the end of the world, it'll do for now. Ember again, we'll take this out. There we go, that's Route 201 and Sandgem Town explored, and Twinleaf as well. So for now we'll just quickly go back, talk to our mum, and see if she's, as per usual, shockingly blasé about me running off around the world. Go for it, your mum's got your back. I've got something useful for you. And then we obtained the guidebook. I believe the guidebook's just a book full of little hints and tips, which, if you've ever played Pokemon before, you won't really need. I'm just joking, Husband. I'll be alright by myself, dear. I always wonder, where's your father in these games? I think the only games we've seen that have had your father in has been Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald, where your father was a gym leader, whereas you never seem to see your father in any of the other games, so I wonder why. My mum's now volunteering me to deliver a parcel to Aiden on behalf of Aiden's mum. So yeah, we will do that in which case. Well, I think that's pretty much everything we could have explored for now within these 3 little areas. There's not a huge amount going on, but I've shown you everything I think you can find and obtain. So we're going to leave it there for now, and in the next episode we'll proceed on with the story. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode and join me for the rest of them. I'm out.